We are following the vast continental frameworks, as well as other frameworks that governing peace and security in our various peaceful and just society, and take action for conflict prevention in a collaborative and participatory manner. Enhancing understanding of these issues not only seeks to empower the community to demand for accountability, but also provide information for organizations or civil society to establish policy briefs on combating hate speech and identifying future risks of tribalism. On 12 November 2021, the African Union Youth for Peace program launched the No Room for Hate Speech campaign during the commemoration of the African Union Youth Day. It's on this background that this webinar is premised. The Agenda 2063 of the African Union prioritizes inclusive social and economic development, continental and regional integration, and of course, democratic governance and peace and security, among other issues. This is aimed at repositioning Africa, becoming a dominant player in the global arena, with one of the aspirations to foster peace and security, not only continental level, but also at national level. These are some of the continental frameworks that we need to be conversant with. Similarly, one of the United Nations strategy and plan of action on hate speech aims at fostering peaceful, inclusive, and just societies to address the root causes and drivers of hate speech. It emphasizes that addressing hate speech requires a coordinated response that tackles the root causes and drivers of hate speech, as well as its impact on victims and societies more broadly. Hence, as Zambia Peace Conflict Resolution and Development Initiative, in collaboration with Women Ascension, today deems it fit to foster a common understanding of the root causes and drivers of hate speech in order to take relevant action to best address and or mitigate its impact in Zambia and around the world. In our local context, it is imperative to understand how pronounced the role that tribalism has played in enhancing hate speech in Zambia, as it has been observed in other countries in Africa, such as South Sudan, Rwanda, Kenya, Ethiopia, and many more affected by these vices. Tribalism has the power to create divisions between people that do not share a common identity based on tribe. These divisions in turn create room for individuals that get others on the basis of their respective ethnic origins. Furthermore, tribalism is responsible for a lot of ills, such as underdevelopment, corruption, rigging of elections, violence, or civil war. The aspects of tribalism and hate speech are intertwined and go hand in hand in that the presence of the former necessitates the likelihood of that. And that's why we have here in this conversation to try to ascertain what is really vague in our country, Zambia. However, many propositions have been made towards addressing tribalism and hate speech. The most logical, based on the understanding that when the issue of tribalism is addressed adequately, the main cause of conflicts will have been diffused in time, governance should improve, corruption should decrease, investment should be will be encouraged, and to occur and most likely improve. So, of course, most importantly, tribal violence will be eradicated in the country. But based on understanding, we're much interested in the youth, the young men and women, the children who have been observing the current trends in electoral violence, as well as hate speech, which is main media. So that we asked them, how can we build a generation that can, really critical at this enforce the social cohesion. So we need youth and women to innovatively envision a society free of prejudice, tribal division, and awareness of the failures of the past generations in sustaining peace and democratic values. So this webinar, of course, it has already been started for those who have joined, we are actually hoping to ignite hope and a chance to better prepared and organize for better leadership for peace, to strengthen inclusive leaderships. Of course, we can't just stay and what has happened in the recent past, especially leading towards general elections. We are looking at, in as much as we have had peaceful democratic transitions, how can we improve our democratic processes? How then can youth seize the opportunity also to initiate leadership devoid of hate speech and to be effective participants in inclusive politics and ensure conflict sensitivity development planning and implementation? It is my hope this webinar can identify the causes and impact of hate speech and also identify ways of addressing the perspective of managing a growing multi-ethnic society and ensuring peaceful coexistence. Of course, these are the issues that as peace builders, we cannot just look at, but we need to address and probably even create precedents on how, given an opportunity to promote action for peace where possible and promote social cohesion. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm hoping that with the other coming presenters, we can address some of these issues as well. And we see how the other experiences have been and their perspective on this. Thank you so much. Moderator, please. Thank you.